So we're back in the Quran, and before we actually start reading from the Heifer, I want to talk about something that is really exciting. I've been getting a lot of feedback on these videos. There's been a lot of conversation in the comments, and that's super exciting because I'm learning all sorts of cool stuff. So thank you to everyone who's contributed, and definitely feel free to either keep contributing if you have in the past or start contributing if you haven't. We are on verse, I think, 215 of the Heifer from the Quran. So, they will ask you what they should spend on others. Say, whatever you give should be for parents, close relatives, orphans, the needy, and travelers. God is well aware of whatever good you do. So, the Quran doesn't tell you what you should spend. It's just like, whatever, just spend it on these marginalized groups, these people who need assistance, or people who you have an obligation to. Like you have an obligation to your family, and the orphans, the needy, and travelers really need your help. That's your guidelines. Fighting in defense is ordained for you, abhorrent as it may be to you. You may dislike something although it is good for you, or like something although it is bad for you. God knows, but you do not. Oh, this is fascinating. So this is saying you might not like defending yourself, but you're gonna have to do it anyway. That's so wild. Because, like, the God of Christianity is all up in here, like, don't do the fighting thing at all in the New Testament. Old Testament, he's like, we're gonna talk about that in a lot of walk through the Bibles, but this is not the place for that. They ask you about fighting in the sacred month. Say, to fight in a sacred month is a grave matter, but barring people from the path of God to deny him and expelling people from the sacred mosque are far graver in his sight. Persecution is worse than killing. Persecution is worse than killing? So, like, being imprisoned for your Islamic beliefs is worse than killing somebody to avoid imprisonment for your Islamic beliefs? Or is it saying you should kill people you would otherwise persecute in other ways? I'm not understanding this segment. I really hope somebody can help clear this up. They will not stop fighting you until they make you renounce your faith, if they can. Whoever of you turns back from his faith and dies as a denier of the truth will have his deeds come to nothing in this world and the hereafter, and he will be an inhabitant of the fire to abide therein forever. Yeah, you don't want to renounce your faith because your faith is kind of what saves you. But those who have believed, migrated, and striven for God's cause can look forward to God's mercy. God is forgiving and merciful. I mean, if he was forgiving, you think he might understand the whole renouncing your faith in terms of persecution. But that's not really a criticism I have, because Christianity's God does the same thing, so. They ask you, prophet. Oh, the prophet? Is this Muhammad, peace be upon him? Am I supposed to say peace be upon him when I talk about him, or is that just something Muslims do? I don't know. Let me know if that was offensive. About intoxicants and gambling. Say, there's great sin in both, although they have some benefit for people, but their harm is greater than their benefit. Oh, is that why Muslims don't drink? Or do Muslims drink? I don't think they do. But I guess this is why. They ask you what they should spend in God's cause. Say, whatever is surplus to your needs. Ooh, that's interesting, because we think God's cause includes providing for our needs. Thus God makes his commandments clear to you, so that you may reflect upon this world and the hereafter. They ask you about orphans. Say, promotion of their welfare is an act of great goodness. There is no harm in you living together with them, for they are your brothers and sisters and non-binary siblings, but brothers. God knows the mischief maker from the reformer. That's a good little quote there. If God had so willed, he would have afflicted you with hardship. Surely God is mighty and wise. I think we're going to call it there, but I want to talk a little bit about that last piece. Allah is basically saying that your life circumstances are they're not total chance, but like you didn't earn them in any capacity, and if God had wanted you somewhere in a world of more suffering, then he would have put you there, and as a result, you should not look down upon people who are suffering, which is the same type of thing as in Christianity, though that results from broken world, because it's kind of our fault, but it is different from other places with like caste systems and whatever. So, take care of everybody. Do the good deed. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I hope you have a great day.